What if the force pushing you isn't a mysterious hand, but the entire environment subtly adjusting its shape around you? According to the energy filament theory, force isn't some invisible hand pushing you forward. Instead, it's a tension map in the environment forcing you to follow the easiest path. Imagine standing on a thick rubber mat that looks flat, but underneath, there are soft and hard areas, bumps and slopes. Some areas slope downward smoothly, while others have tiny steps hidden within them. You don't even have to move. Just releasing your weight causes your body to naturally slide along the path that requires the least effort. This path, chosen by the terrain, is what we feel as force. The same applies when pushing a box. You might think your arm is doing all the work, but what's really happening is that you're forcing the entire energy sea to rearrange its tension. When you push a heavy box from a smooth floor to a rough one, the first part moves easily, but the second part becomes harder. You're scraping a new scar into the entire path below you and the box. The floor's small bumps bend, the bottom of the box heats up, and the parts misalign slightly. The neat tension pattern gets twisted into a wrinkled path. Every step you take is forcing the world to become more uncomfortable, and the force you feel is the cost of that transformation. When you're in a car and it suddenly brakes, your body lurches forward. It's not because someone is pulling you, but because the car's motion changes suddenly, and your body's internal flow structure can't adjust fast enough. So it continues along its original inertial path, almost like an invisible inertial force. Look at the steel cables on a bridge or the wires holding up a streetlight. They appear to be pulling something upward, but in reality, it's the energy filaments inside those cables being stretched tight. Each filament is calculating how much deformation it can withstand. When weight is applied, the entire path recalculates and eventually reaches a position that everyone can accept. This is the force balance you see in textbooks. Looking at the world from a different angle, force is never just a sudden muscle explosion. It's the entire tension sea keeping track of changes. Whoever alters the terrain has to pay for it, and you're simply the one signing off on the result. Next, we'll address a more specific question. What does the familiar formula F equals ma actually translate to in the universe's tension accounting system? Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.